He wrote very interestingly about what he wanted the music in Mother Courage to do. You know, he wanted it to blare out like a jukebox at the end of a pier or an amusement arcade. He wanted it to wake us up. He wanted it to be out of tune, if you will. You know, he wanted it to be big and bold and explosive. And I thought, well, you know, these are very heady things to begin with. I mean, how you then get them to happen is a very good question.
The first song, when the drum riser comes up with the cart and with the whole band, you know, center stage, full on with a song like a rock opening of a rock concert, because Fiona Shaw is on top of the cart, singing, and she's like a rock goddess there, you know.
From the moment Fiona and I knew we were going to do this, we both said the first thing that we have to do is get a new score, get new music, and get a contemporary artist to be doing that.
I was in LA last year and saw this guy Duke Special at a do, and he was playing, and he was fantastic. And it was the combination of things. He was neither modern nor old. His music has a sort of Weimaresque element, and yet it's rock. It's not pastiche of anything. It's sort of its own blend.
He had all the virtues of being, you know, a contemporary artist working in pop and rock, but also being I think a very, very sensitive songwriter.
There's a very old song about that.
From the beginning, Deborah was keen that I was involved in some way in singing the songs. Not because the actors couldn't sing, but because she just had this idea, having kind of seen what I did in my own shows, that perhaps there would be a role for me. So in the previous productions, the characters have sung the songs, but gradually this kind of character for me became where I was almost like the spirit or the thoughts of the actor or the character in that particular song.
On his head a thorny crown that the soldiers had made him.
I feel that the music that he's written is really interestingly civilian as opposed to military. I mean, Dessau wrote it with a plinky piano and a little tin trumpet and a drum, so it sounded like an army band. And what these songs are is, I think, echoes and remnants of a civilian life that the war has swept away.
But then you get a vet song, which is so heartbreaking. You know, you have a play which predominantly everybody goes to, you know what I mean, it's a war, and you get that one song and you realise that it's a woman whose heart has been broken, regardless of what she is, regardless of what people call her, you know, being a prostitute, and think that's about love. That's amazing, sitting there, and the music he wrote for that as well is incredible. We were in our first week of rehearsal, and I remember they came in and he did a gig, and I think that was the first song they played, and the whole, just everyone in the room was gobsmacked by that one song.
We hated the soldiers, the army took our time. I was 16. The foreign occupier grinned as he loosened my nightgown.
the captain shouts.
You're all dismissed.
And boys with mischief in their eyes will find the girls who fraternize. How could I hit him when we kissed?
Maybe in the music, the fact that it has embraced emotion more than the original score is maybe, it just makes people think of, and the ideas in the play in a different way. I think sometimes when you become so familiar with something, you kind of lose what the actual thing is, and sometimes if it's painted in a different colour, you kind of look at it again and notice new things in it. So I think that's all we've done really.
To feed a war you have to pillage, but let your soldiers rest.